Welcome everyone to Things Around 8. Dear friends, in this video we will talk about the announcement of the sending of North Korean troops to Ukraine, more cannon fodder for Vladimir Putin, and if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any news. On Tuesday, June 25th, a South Korean TV channel, citing South Korean officials and Reuters, reported that North Korea, led by dictator Kim Jong-un, is planning to send troops to the regions under Russian military occupation in Ukraine. According to the South Koreans, the first batch will consist of a contingent of combat engineers, but they stress that it will probably also include combat forces for the front line. The sending of North Korean troops for the Russian invasion of Ukraine would be part of the various strategic pacts signed by Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un during the Russian leader's visit to the country on June 18th. For obvious reasons, there are few details about the text of these pacts, and we do not know exactly what they provide, but analysts assume that they include the supply of North Korean weapons and ammunition to support Putin's war effort in Ukraine, with Putin in turn providing North Korea with essential items that the country urgently needs, such as food, oil and natural gas and, just as important for dictator Kim Jong-un, access to advanced technologies and a vision for modernizing its nuclear and missile arsenals. The sending of North Korean troops to reinforce Russia's invasion of Ukraine would be part of some more secret clause, with the potential to provide Putin with tens or even hundreds of thousands of additional troops for his invasion. This announcement was condemned by the United States, with Pentagon Press Secretary General Pat Ryder saying that if North Korean troops were sent to Ukraine, they would be treated by Vladimir Putin as cannon fodder, an informal and pejorative term used in the military to refer to soldiers who are seen as expendable. In other words, soldiers who, if lost, would make no difference to their commander, and who are therefore often used in tougher and more difficult missions. This is indeed a real concern for the United States and Ukraine, given Russia's experience with disposable troops. The first major battle in which it was possible to confirm the use of disposable troops by Russia was in early 2023, in the city of Bakhmut, with Yevgeny Prigozhin, at the time the head of the Wagner mercenary group, launching disposable soldiers, recruited from Russian prisons, with the mission of testing and weakening Ukrainian defenses in and around the city. These attacks, often involving human waves, with successive waves of attack against well-fortified positions, resulted in terrible casualties for the attacking Russian forces, but achieved the intended result, which was the weakening of Ukrainian defenses in a specific sector, opening the way for attacks involving more professional forces with heavier weapons suitable for the mission. According to Prigozhin himself, he lost more than 20,000 men in less than 2 months of battle, a reflection of the tactic of using disposable soldiers in frontal attacks in the human wave style. But despite being a terrible tactic, it works, with Russia having used it several times in Ukraine, the latest case, on a smaller scale, in Avdiivka. The big problem with this tactic is precisely the fact that it causes very high casualties on the attacking side, which means it requires a large mass of disposable soldiers, with at least a minimum of military training, something that North Korea has in abundance. According to various sources, the North Korean armed forces have between 1.3 and 1.5 million active soldiers distributed across 6 branches, with at least 500,000 reservists undergoing refresher periods every 3 or 4 years. However, many believe that Kim Jong-un would be able to mobilize, in the medium term, at least 2 million soldiers, offering the possibility of sending constant shipments of 30 to 40,000 soldiers to the front line to Ukraine every month, totaling, at the end of a year, close to 500,000 soldiers. With so many disposable soldiers at his disposal, Putin would be able to once again apply the human wave tactic that was so successful in Bakhmut, but this time on a much larger scale, against multiple targets simultaneously, spread out along the entire front line. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any news.